Today we're going to use dynamic warm-ups and stretching exercises to promote appropriate levels of stability, mobility, and flexibility. Combined, these are an important first phase in functional movement and resistance training. Before starting, consider your individual limitations. Stay hydrated and stop immediately if you feel pain. Seated or standing, let's begin with internal-external wrist rotations. This helps increase the range of motion of your wrists. Palms are facing up, then down. Movement should be comfortable and slow for 12 to 15 repetitions. Next, arm rows with open palms, alternating 8 to 10 slow, smooth movements with each side. Now, assisted wrist extension and flexion to help with more flexibility in the wrist. Gently pressing against the fingers, then gently pressing against the wrist, holding for 2-second tempos, slow, comfortable movements. Alternating 8 to 10 movements with each hand. Following with gentle stretches for the shoulder joint. Shoulders back, squeezing scapula together, raising arms over your head, then down, back up, bring your hands behind your head and neck, and hold for a 2-second tempo. Again, squeezing your shoulders back, arms up, then down, raise them again, hands behind your head, and feel a nice stretch in your shoulders. Squeezing the scapula back. One more time, raising the arms up, then down, up again with nice deep breaths behind your head, feeling a nice stretch in your inferior capsule of your shoulder. Before we move on to the lower body dynamic warm-up exercises, let's begin with breathing and stretching exercises. First, relax the spine with a supine 90-90 position. With your back on the mat, knees draped over your chair, your hips, knees, and second toes should be aligned. Flexion in your hips and knees should each form a 90-degree angle. The goal is to ease pressure on your lower back and tension in your lumbar spine. Relax your head and neck on the floor, using a small pillow under your legs or head if you prefer. Arms out to the side, feel your spine relax into a more neutral, symmetrical position. Just be sure not to tilt your hips forward or back. On your own, you may want to hold this position for 3 to 10 minutes. Since building balance and stability begins with strengthening your core, you must first learn to engage your core. Deep breathing exercises not only promote oxygen and circulation in your body, you are practicing to feel your center, your core. Placing your hand over your belly button, taking deep breaths in, feel your tummy rise up, and then down against your spine. Try not to raise your chest, just your tummy. It may help to place one hand on your chest and the other hand on your tummy to more easily feel that you are breathing into your tummy rather than tensing up in the chest and the shoulders. Nice, deep breaths into your belly. Next, spinal stretches. We are now promoting trunk flexibility. With arms out to the sides, one leg parallel to the ground, the other leg raised to form a 90-degree angle at the hip. Slowly rotate your hips to one side. Hold for a few seconds. Feel a nice stretch and alternate. To get a better stretch, you can place opposite hand on the flexed knee and try looking the opposite direction. This may feel slightly uncomfortable, but should not hurt. Stop if there's any pain. Now, our lower body dynamic exercises. hip abductions and adductions. Knees between 45 and 90-degree angles. Draw one leg out to your side, then together. This will relax your hips and encourage proper pelvic position. Alternate with 10 to 15 repetitions on each side. The aim of these final exercises is to maintain core stability while utilizing hip mobility. Next, supine marches. Raise your knees to form at least 90-degree angles at the hip. Keep your abs nice and tight as you slowly and steadily march, lowering one leg and alternating. This is a basic core stability, hip mobility movement. Try 10 to 15 repetitions on each side. Next, reverse bent knee marches. Raise legs to form at least 90-degree angles, lowering one leg, returning to starting position, and alternating. We're keeping abs nice and tight, engaging our core while moving our hips. Slow, steady movements. Our objective is to improve hip mobility without compromising lumbar stability. Try 10 to 20 repetitions on each side. Be careful not to hyperextend your back. Instead, you should be feeling your spine against the mat. Placing a towel just below your tailbone may help to keep your spine in contact with the mat. For our final dynamic warm-up exercise, we'll add arm raises to our reverse marches. Again, starting with knee and hips forming 90-degree angles, lower one leg, and as you return it to the raised position, raise opposite arm. Slow, steady movements, keeping our abs, our core tight during these movements. Try 10 to 15 repetitions on each side. Congratulations! Utilizing dynamic warm-up exercises, we have just trained toward our goal to re-establish appropriate levels of mobility and stability within the body, an important first phase in functional movement and resistance training. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Please visit my YouTube channel for more exercise videos. Have a great day.